Good morning, everybody. Not only for those folks who are here, thank you very much, but also for those that are online. Before we bring up George Carlo, who is the founder of the Secrets of Champion and also our on-the-field coordinator. He's a board member and a long, long resume, and we could go in great detail, but he'll choose that we don't. I do have a brief clip because George, most importantly, he's got a long resume, but most importantly, he was a bat boy for the Jamestown Falcons back in 1964, 65.
Thanks, Greg, and thanks everyone for all the support. We've come a long way on the field and off the field over the past 3-4 years, and I think this is a tribute to the dedication of the board and the ownership group, as well as the receptivity of the people of Jamestown to keep baseball here. So this has been awesome. What I'd like to do is first thank Jordan Bazille, who has been our field manager for the past 3.5-4 years, and who has now moved on full-time as the head coach at Fredonia State. And it will be my pleasure in a few minutes to introduce our new field manager, Julian, and then Ben will in turn introduce his top assistant coach, Zac Crane, and then also we'll have some words from Henry Juan, who was here last year and who's going to be returning this year. What I would like to say just first, before introducing our new staff, is that what we see on the field is, during the 2 months of the season in the summer, is the result of work that goes on year-round, especially in the recruiting area. And this is the primary job year-round of our coaching staff. And this is not an easy job, and we've been lucky over the years to have people who are both professional and able to do this job, and then able to adapt to the changing environment. Now, we in the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League, we are an extension of the NCAA college baseball situation. So we're bound by the rules of college baseball, and players come to the Perfect Game League for a couple of reasons. One of them is if you're a young player, it gives you a chance to have experience playing against higher skilled players, so it's good for your playing career. If you're an older player, you want to come to a place like this for visibility, because most of these players have aspirations of playing professionally or going to the next level after college. Now, one thing, looking at the report from Christian, who is a force of nature, we're so fortunate to have Christian Doles here as our general manager. What we're doing there in terms of visibility for players who come to Jamestown is enormously valuable in terms of recruiting. And we can't underestimate that, because while Jamestown is well known to us, to a shortstop in Southern California, it's what? Where? Near Niagara Falls, that kind of thing. So the more visibility we're able to get, the better, and the more we're able to convey that visibility then can be taken by the player as he goes. That's important. So the work that Greg Peterson does in recording interviews and all this with the players is tremendously valuable for us in our recruiting. Now, this year, and one of the functions that I play for our organization is a liaison with the league, with the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League hierarchy. And I'd like to report that this year, at the league level, we're going to have a heightened level of streaming capacity, and so that the players are able to be on film, and we're going to be able to splice good plays and whatever so that we can make a reel for each player. So the player is able then to take that as part of his visibility. The other thing the league is going to do, which I had some role in, is at the end of every day on the Perfect Game website, there's going to be like a greatest hits like a sports center, top 10 sports center thing. And that's going to be on, and we'll be able to have our players visible there. And they will, the league will also have copies of those videotapes for us so that we can then put them in the reels for our players. So all that is really powerful. And the group that we have here, like I said, putting together what we do, it's on a business side, yes, but also from a recruiting value point of view is enormous. So that's really important. Now, we do have some challenges coming up because we are associated with college baseball. Now, the rules are changing in college sports in general. And a lot more power, if you will, is given to players for their own value in terms of using their name, using their image, using their likeness, that kind of thing. And it hasn't hit baseball as hard as it has hit so far basketball and football, but it's coming. And along the same time with this, you have an expansion of what's called the transfer portal. It used to be when a college player would sign with a university, you could expect them to be there for 4 years or maybe 5 years if they get an extra year, so that teams are able to build based on knowing that these players are going to be around for a while. That is no longer the case. What happens now with the expanded transfer portal is a player has a good year, he can go into the transfer portal and try to get into a higher level league, if you will, even though they're Division I, but all Division I is not created equal. So that we have to take into account that as well in the recruiting. And Ben and Zac and our people so far, I've been so impressed with their high level of understanding of the changing environment. And that's very important for us in our recruiting, and also for Ben and Zac and who are the people who are working on the recruiting, to be able to understand where the players are coming from. Because we need to put good players on the field here, and we can, especially with the sophistication and the knowledge base of the coaches and our new field manager. So without further ado, I would like to introduce Ben Julian, who is our new field manager. Ben, we went through an exhaustive search process. It turned out he was the first guy we talked to, and he has previously been the head coach at Auburn in the Perfect Game League, and he's been in the playoffs, and he's just a very impressive baseball guy. Now, his father is the commissioner of the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League, and his father used to be the commissioner of the New York Penn Professional Baseball League when Jamestown was in that league. So Ben has grown up in a baseball family. He knows the game, he knows how it works, he understands the politics, and we're bringing someone to Jamestown here who has aspirations of a championship, and who I believe is going to bring us a championship. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Ben Julian, and then ask Ben to introduce Zac, and then we'll hear a few words from Henry Juan. Thank you.
Good morning, almost afternoon. How's everybody doing? First of all, I want to say thank you to Dr. Carlo, to the board, and most importantly to Jordan Basile for being a big part of this process. I was in Auburn for 3 years in the Perfect Game Collegiate League here, and when I decided to leave, there was only really one place that I could think of going if I was to stay in the league, and that's coming here to Jamestown. It worked out in a way that I got very lucky. And I'm very grateful, very humbled to be able to be your manager for this upcoming season. I did grow up around baseball. I grew up around the New York Penn League specifically. I was a bat boy when I was 12 years old. I did not get thrown out of any games as a bat boy, but I have been thrown out of a couple games as manager before. Generally put on a little bit of a show. Maybe that makes the top 10. We'll see. But, one of the things I've loved about coming to Jamestown every year has been the fan base, the history, Historic Dietrich Park is a beautiful place to play. The fans, I'm looking forward to them being on my side for a change as opposed to against me. But the fan base is rabid. They are very well informed, and it's a really special place to play. And I look forward to being there for an entire season. We've been very lucky to have guys like Henry come back. We have a couple of returning players. We have a couple of local players. We have some kids from all over the country. And I think Jamestown provides a beautiful place for them to play with a great community involvement. Christian does a great job in the front office. And, I just couldn't be happier with the situation. And I'm really excited to get the season going. We've been very lucky where we have hired Zac Crane, who's a very, very capable, very intelligent baseball mind. He's been in this league before, and he was an opponent at Geneva for a while. He's now the pitching coach at Hamilton College, and he and I have worked hand in hand since day one, since we've been hired, and it's really become a friendship on top of just colleagues. And I'm excited to be able to work this summer with Zac as well. Realistically, without a championship, it's all for nothing. I firmly believe that it's championship or bust. And what our goal is to bring a bunch of talented players in, get them to believe in each other, believe in the town, and play for a reason. And if we can do that, we have a chance to go all the way. But we've got to do it ourselves. We've got to do it together. And the community has to be there with us, because it's a huge step for us, a boost for us to have the fans behind us. So without further ado, Zac Crane.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for being here today. I'd like to say thank you to Russ, Christian, everybody that's on the committee, Ben, community of Jamestown. It's been incredible so far. I was in, the interview process for the head coach when they told me that they had decided to go with Ben and asked if I'd like to still stay on board. I was super excited about the opportunity. As he mentioned, I coached with Geneva for 2 years, right out of college. I went to Hilbert College for 4 years. Actually, during my senior year, when I found out that I was going to be with Geneva, I actually had to recruit while I was playing. So, we kind of really wanted to focus on bringing in guys that want to be there for the extensive 2 months. As everybody knows, it's a long season. We wanted to bring in guys that'll compete for every day that we're there, whether it's, a game, on the bus, with the community, everything. So as mentioned, I've been in the league before. I've coached now at Hilbert College for a year, and just this past year I was at Hamilton College as the pitching coach. So yeah, I'm super excited for this opportunity, and I can't wait to get this season going.
So now a couple words from Henry, who was a thorn in my side last year, but really looking forward to having him on my side again, and he's coming back. Henry Juan.
Last summer, obviously I had a great summer, and not only did we have a great team, a great group of guys, but I was just completely blown away by both the organizational support and also the fan support. It was awesome, the atmosphere in the ballpark every night. I really enjoyed it, even when on days where I wasn't on the field. So I think as long as I'm able to play, playing for the Skunks is a special opportunity that I simply can't pass up. To the point where I didn't really look for much elsewhere to play this summer. It was my first choice, assuming you guys let me come back. So I'm really appreciative of that, and I'm really looking forward to getting back out there 2024.
Thank you, Henry. And once again, I can't wait to be up there. I know it's a little chilly down here in Florida at the moment, but when I get up there, we're going to get to work right away, and really looking forward to it. Really, once again, very appreciative of everyone in the community so far. The way they've treated us has been amazing, and I'm looking forward to a great summer. And let's go Skunks!